just know that you're playing the long game. We're not here to play the short game. We are here to play the long game. Hi Slayers, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Eileen, and in today's video, I'm going to be talking to you about some advice I have for smaller YouTubers and smaller content creators. I myself am the owner of a very small little YouTube channel here, and I just have a couple of bits of advice and things that I wish I knew before I started my YouTube journey. So even though I am a small channel, I am lucky enough to have hit 2,000 subscribers, which is very, very cool. And I also am finally monetized, which is super slay. If we want to be honest, I've made like $300 from this channel, which is not a lot, but it is definitely something and definitely a cool thing that I've been able to do. So now that you know that I'm qualified, let's go ahead and get into some advice that I might have. So the first thing, and the thing that I really wish I was able to take advantage of more and understand more, is that it's actually a really cool thing not to have a niche and not to have an audience just yet. This gives you a lot of time, in my case, a lot of time to figure out what kind of videos you like to make and figure out what kind of videos your fans like. You're free to do whatever you want without risking failure or anything, and I think that's really cool. And personally, I feel like I was able to show a decent amount of my personality on this channel before I really found my niche. And honestly, I just had a lot of fun with it, and I found some really fun things that sort of like blew up, and also I found some things that didn't do very well, but I still like enjoyed making, and I was still glad that I made and put out in the internet anyways. So whether or not people watch all of my videos, I don't really care. Not having an audience is a great excuse to be creative and to have actual fun with YouTube, which is like the whole main point. If, however, you want to go watch some of my underrated videos, I do have a playlist labeled my favorite videos that I've made that you can go watch, and some of them are pretty underrated. The other thing that I wish I understood is that you would just get more comfortable talking in front of a camera and making videos as time goes on. It's not really something you can like immediately fix. Even I, with my profound theater kid background from middle school, wasn't really able to be fully myself or be comfortable talking in front of a camera until at least maybe like a couple months in, maybe a year if we want to be for real. And it's just something that takes time, and the more videos you do, the easier it will become. But sometimes it does take me a little bit to warm up. So a little tip for you is basically to like redo your intro over and over before you even start recording. That way you have a somewhat solid base to start with. I personally just roll when I do my intro over and over and over, and I cut out a good like 10 minutes of my videos every time, but whatever works for you. The other thing I wish I told myself before is that you're gonna have to probably buy some things before you make any return on your investment. And in my case, this was buying e-readers. I've bought like 6 now. I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do with all 6 of them, but they help me make videos, which help me get monetized, which hopefully eventually one day maybe I'll replenish the debt that I've created for myself. But this also applies to like your gear, and honestly having a better camera and having some good mics were really good for me and a good investment to start. That's not to say that you need those things, but personally I feel like it made my workflow a bit better, and I was comfortable at least trying and putting at least some of my hard-earned money into my channel, so I had any chance to branch out, and also so I could try different niches, and so I could make my videos look as good as possible. And I was very hesitant to do this at first. For probably like the first year and a half of my channel, I didn't really buy anything specifically for a video because I was a little bit scared of it. But remember, you can always buy things and return them, so that is what I've done for a couple of videos. But I do think it's an important rule in just business practice to be comfortable with investing in yourself a little bit first. That way you can grow more, hopefully. Another little tip that I will say is if you are investing in your business in some way, then I highly recommend you track those finances that were specifically for your business in a separate place. You never know if you have to get monetized, then you probably have to fill out your taxes. And also it's just nice to know how much debt you owe yourself versus how much you're making, which is pretty fun and slay. The other thing that I would tell myself is sometimes it's just gonna suck. Sometimes it takes absolutely forever for anything to happen to your channel, for you to even gain a single subscriber, and that's okay. And it's okay that it's gonna suck. This is not like a get-rich-quick scheme. This is a job, and it's also a hobby, and it's something fun that you should be doing for yourself because you want to do it. And sometimes jobs or even hobbies are gonna suck a little bit, and that's just normal and that's just life. And don't let it discourage you too much, because the worst thing you can do is stop trying. Always just keep pushing forward. Yes, sometimes you're not gonna make any money. Sometimes you're gonna spend a lot of time on a video that you're really excited about and it's not even gonna do well at all, but that's just the name of the game, and it's just good to have not necessarily that expectation for it, but some level of preparedness so that if you're feeling really in a rut, you don't let it consume you overall. The other thing is, It takes a long time. It takes a long time to do anything. It takes a long time to film a video, to edit a video, to upload the video. It takes a long time to feel comfortable in front of a camera. It takes a long time for anyone to engage with your content. It takes a long time for the right people to engage with your content. It just takes time, and this is not something that you probably will blow up doing like within a couple of weeks or so. I know that a lot of people try to say that you can do that, but in my case, it's taken me 2 years to even get any sort of traction or monetization, which is totally fine because I had a fun time along the way. But I just wish I understood that it would take me a long time, and it's not like the third or fourth video I posted was going to blow up or anything. And honestly, I'm glad that it didn't, because I don't really feel like my early videos are like good reflections of who I am now and what my channel is now anyways, but that's okay. And just know that you're playing the long game. We're not here to play the short game. We are here to play the long game and to, in the end, have like a good old long journey in our life. And if you're ever discouraged, just remember that sometimes the longer the better. Now, something kind of cool that I didn't really expect to happen pretty early on, before I was even monetized or anything, was that brands did start reaching out to me to do collab posts, and I have actually done one, which I'll link below, which is really, really cool, and definitely a way to make more money, and also a way to connect with really cool brands that you like, and be able to share some of your really cool experiences, or share some cool knowledge with other people about brands. I was not expecting to get contacted by a brand when I think I was like under 1,000 subscribers, but I was, and it actually went really well, and I did get paid for a brand deal, which was super, super cool. So just knowing that like views and monetization are not the only way you can make money, and also they're not the only way that you can like spread different kinds of information to people. It doesn't necessarily matter that you're a small channel. You are still somebody making YouTube content that reaches certain audiences, and that's helpful for people who are marketing. Now, the other kind of fun random thing is that sometimes videos that are totally unexpected will blow up. When I made my iPod video, I didn't think that it would do as well as it did. Neither any of my Kindle videos, to be honest, and I am pleasantly surprised by that happening, but I didn't post it and feel like, oh my god, this is gonna be crazy, like this is gonna explode. I really wasn't expecting that for any of my videos, to be honest, but the fact that it did happen to seemingly some of these random videos was pretty cool. On one of my shorts, I posted some Chapel Roan photos that I took in like 2 years ago in October, and it like blew up for whatever reason. It's like my most watched video on my channel, and I'm just like, man, I threw that together like just for funsies. Like, I went to this concert and took pictures and then posted it on the internet. Like, it wasn't that serious, nor does it really have anything to do with what my actual channel is about, but it still blew up. And so, you know what, I'll take it. It's cool and sometimes interesting how random these videos are that blow up sometimes. Also, the thing about having your video sort of blow up, I guess, is that you can reach monetization, at least in the watch hours aspect, pretty quickly. I had one video blow up semi-big to like 10K, and then I had another one really blow up to like 50K, and just that one video, the 50K video, gave me all my watch hours, and now I have like way more watch hours than you even need for monetization. So that's pretty cool and good to know, because I was really worried about those hours. Like, for a while there, that was all that I had left, and I was like, man, it's never gonna happen. I'm never gonna hit 400 watch hours, but I actually did, and I kind of crushed it, and it wasn't as bad as I was thinking. I was thinking I'd have to have like multiple consistent really good videos to blow up. Only I think it was like 1 or 2 that did that. So also, with it taking forever, sometimes videos blow up like months after you post them. I've had videos like all of a sudden do so well like 5 months after I posted them. I feel like it's really random and really weird, but I guess sometimes it just takes a while for the algorithm and for people to find whatever you posted. So just know that if a video doesn't do well automatically, it doesn't mean that it's a bad video or even a video that won't get a lot of views. Another thing that I kind of learned is that controversy is very helpful. Whenever you talk about like a controversial thing, people like to click on it. And so I've been trying to incorporate that a little bit. It does feel a little bit clickbaity, but you know, I like controversy myself. I am quite the avid YouTuber watcher, so I get it. And I just wish that I used it a little bit more in some of my earlier videos. You never know what could have happened if I did. I also wish that I could tell myself that sometimes it's better to post a video that is good versus like posting every single week. And I'm not like the best poster on time person. Like, I'm a pretty good procrastinator and usually don't turn in my videos on time every week. But I wish I would tell myself sometimes it's better to miss a week than to post a shit video. Because what if that shit video does well? And then you have to like continuously respond to comments on it and you're like, damn, I hate this video. So just be sure before you click upload that you like whatever you posted. And you're not just posting for the sake of posting. Even though, you know, that is kind of like the way to do the algorithm, I still think just personally it's not worth it. And you can guess which video I hate the most on my channel if you want. I'll tell you if you're right. And something else that I wish I could go back and tell myself is that it gets so much easier to tell people that you have a YouTube channel the longer you do it. I used to be so embarrassed about my YouTube channel, and you know, I still am, but not exactly for the same reasons. I used to be embarrassed and be like, oh, everyone's gonna think I'm like a bad influencer, or just like I don't have enough followers, so I can't tell anyone yet. It's this big secret, like I'm gonna fail. I don't want anyone to know. I don't want my parents to watch me, whatever. And through time and through having to film videos in slightly more public places or telling my roommates and everything, it did just get easier to be like, hey, I have a YouTube channel. You can go subscribe if you want. If people really hate it that much, they can bully me. That's fine. And if people really have some very strong opinion on why you shouldn't be posting what you're posting or whatever, that's fine. They're entitled to their opinion, but it's really not going to stop me. And I personally like having a YouTube channel, and I think it's worth it to continue to try to have a YouTube channel. So I will tell anyone who wants to know now. Along with that, make sure you like how you look. Sometimes I'll be like, oh, what if I just like do my hair different, like I've never done it before because I think it'll be cool. And then I'll watch this video back and be like, girl, what the hell are you doing? Like, you look kind of insane. But it's a way to practice self-love sometimes. And I tell myself I'm not going to let myself refilm a video or not upload a video just because I don't love the way that I look. Really, just having any sort of YouTube channel or social media presence is a huge lesson in self-love and giving yourself some grace. And let's face it, I deserve a lot of grace for some of the things that I've posted and some of the ways that I've looked, but I love myself. Was that convincing? Okay, and that is the end of some of the things that I have to say about being a small creator. At the end of the day, I love making content and I love making YouTube videos. Very specifically, YouTube has a huge place in my heart, and I grew up on YouTube and I look up to so many YouTubers out there, and I am a huge YouTube nerd, to be honest. And I really love this platform. I love that anyone can pick up a camera and make a YouTube video and post it. I love that so much good information gets shared around here, especially in times of need. I love that every day there are new people that want to start trying and new people that want to create things, and I am one of those people. So that's pretty cool. And I just love to talk to all of you guys and to have some sort of community and to try to make my digital footprint even bigger than it already is. I feel that after being a small YouTuber for about 2 years, that I have grown pretty much in all of the ways that I speak, in all of the ways that I feel comfortable in talking to a camera, and really just public speaking in general. I think it's been very helpful for that. And I've also had a lot of fun just making different videos and getting to put all of my creative energy in places. And we all know at the end of the day, I just love to yap. So if you've ever watched any of my videos or you're currently watching this one, then thank you so much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe, and I will see you all next time. Bye!